Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can get a nice simple UI that will honestly make your whole gameplay and playthrough a heck of a lot better. So you're probably browsing the internet looking for some cool mods you can add to your little Skyrim playthrough, and we're wondering, how do people get these pretty cool and simple looking UIs? How is it that some people can actually have these really cool looking UIs? So today I'm going to show you a couple of mods that, at least for me and my playthroughs, are just must-haves really. So start off, probably the main one that you will see most people use. It'll have to be Sky UI. It makes, well, not only your inventory look great, but with some of the widgets it adds nice markers like these, so you know what is what from the get-go without having to look or read around. Like, waste time to read, am I right? Anyways.
The sun is so warm and comforting.
Really nice tabs, very easy to browse through, and honestly just makes everything look quite neat. Now, this is not only when you're inside of your inventory, this is also when you, for example, loot a chest. It simply makes everything look a lot better, a lot cleaner, clearer. So what you want to do, you want to go to Nexus Mods. I'll put a link of all of these mods in the description. Now, what you need to do, and you need to do this with everything, make sure you check the requirements. SKAC 64 is something you will need for most of the mods. Not just the ones on this list, you most likely already have it. If you don't have it, well, honestly, I mean, yeah, just get it. I mean, you click on it, download it to your version, make sure you have the right version. Obviously it says it, current classic, anniversary, blah 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 blah. Make sure you have the right version. Download the zip, open it, put it in your load order, put it in your whatever you're using, whether it's Nexus or Mod Organizer. Mod Organizer is better, but I'm lazy, so I have Vortex. Anyways, once you've done that, get it downloading either through Mod Manager or Manual. Also a nice neat thing that Sky UI does, it changes quite literally everything you do. From the marks on the map, to your quest, general stats, system, your MCM. Now I went for a very Nordic look. We are in Skyrim, you know, home of the Nord, so I really like the Nordic touch to my UI. So one of the things I would highly recommend for you to download the Nordic UI interface Overhaul. Gives you a nice little screen, change your shout meter. Something that's also amazing about the Nordic preset is when you level up, skill looks different. Now when you open this little, what do you want to call it, tab to go to magic items, map, skills, as you can see it looks completely different. When you upgrade your skills, honestly everything, it just looks better, right? Same as with all the other ones. Make sure you check out the requirements. You do need Sky UI, you do need Sky HUD as well. You also really dislike how in a lot of the RPGs, especially with vanilla Skyrim, there's simply not really a way of you knowing how far a quest is or where you really precisely need to go. It's just a marker on the map and you're just wondering, where the fuck do I go? What quest am I doing? You spend half the time going around looking on the map, searching for the one little marker that you simply cannot find, to the point where you're thinking you're honestly just blind or an idiot. Continuously, when you're on the road to your quest, having to go and look at the quest and where you're supposed to go and make sure you don't have anything else on, because if, oh well, God forbid if you have multiple quests on.
This is fine.
Compass navigation overhaul. You know, all the markers on your map. Well, with this mod, that kind of changes, and it doesn't matter anymore. Not only does it show you how far away a quest is, it even has a little widget that shows you on the top left which one of the quests well, it actually is Heart of the Crimson, blah 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 blah, right? And that changes. You can see this quest, for example, is for the Dawn Guard. It's 9,000 feet away. Tells you what to do and what it's part of. So the next mod on the list is going to be iHUD. For me, the reason why I like this mod so much is because not only does it, well, it makes your HUD a lot more simplistic. Gets rid of the marker when you don't need it, but obviously gives it back when you do need it. So for example, when I'm in melee mode, I do not have to, there's not a marker cluttering my screen when I use any melee for that matter. But if I were to swap to a bow, as you can see, it is still there. Also, you can look at this, for example. As you can see the little hand on the smelter, meaning I can interact with it. But then, for example, when I look at Lycia, to speak to her, it will show up with a little chat symbol or whatever you want to call it. Now I know this is a very little thing where, you know, it makes a difference whether or not you want to pick up, for example, elk hide or loot a chest and then see the bag and, you know, I don't know, it's very simplistic, but it does kind of add a nice edge to it. Also something that's really nice about iHUD, you can toggle when you want to have certain things on or off. As you can see, it's very customizable. You have your iHUD hotkey, and then also what it will do, whether or not you want to when wielding whatever. If you want, you can also get rid of the markers when you're wielding a spell, ranged weapon, or whatever. Even when looking at something that's, you know, now, also something that's really nice, like I said before, it gets rid of your compass. If you really want to have that nice experience of you just taking it all in for a second, yeah, it's not an issue. Just press whatever hotkey you want to assign to it, and there you go. It all disappears. Now this next mod, that will be more HUD. What it does is, in the title, it just gives you more HUD. Like, for example, if I want to pick up this mountain flower, you can see it will also say its effect. So in this case, I've already discovered that it will restore stamina. Might be pretty useful for that one thing you're looking out for. Or, for example, when I drop these weapons, it will show you what kind it is. Like, this is a very normal...
Shouldn't leave weapons. See that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, come now, man. Jesus. Okay. What? Okay, don't matter. For example, with Dragonbane, I swear down, I will hurt this kid. So, as you can see, not only does it have this cool little lightning bolt effect, saying that it's basically enchanted, right? It will also tell its damage, weight, value, etc. But also its actual enchants. 20 points of extra damage to dragons, 10 points of shock damage to others, or the effect that it's epic. Now, yet again, this is just a slight extra or a slight detail, but it's really nice, really. Not only that, it adds all these kind of markers into your inventory as well. There's also plenty of things that you can actually modify, like the enemy's level when you look at them, the target count, target's data, the player data. So let's see if we can get into a little fight. So just to show you what it's like. As you can see his level. So he's level 50. See his magic bar, stamina bar. Oh my, Lycia, calm down. Oh my. So you can also tell my attribute bars are at the bottom left, instead of your regular left, middle, and right that you have in vanilla. That is due to True HUD. This will basically let you customize where and wherever you want all of your attribute bars. So for example, by going to the MCM, I can change the position, the anchor. So let's say I want to change my health bar. No, I'm gonna put it all the way over here. Oh, okay, well that's weird. Okay, well, anyways. And as you can see, it moves to that very awkward position. Now, as you can see, you also have a plenty of other options that you can enable. You can enable boss bars, so you will get very big, cool boss bars in the middle of your screen when you're fighting an enemy. Some of the info bars, you can tell, target bars, plenty of things. So now, time for my favorite UI mod. If you want to put this on the UI mod list, I would highly recommend it, and that will be Wheeler. Now, one little requirement that you do need is going to be the menu. This will make it so you can really configure and customize your Wheeler. So you just go to mod config. Oh, you press home to open the mod. Mod config, control, input binding. So either gamepad or mouse keyboard. For me, it's mouse and keyboard. Now I have met my toggle to G, so every time I press G, it opens up the wheel. Next, previous, activate primary, secondary, etc. Your usual stuff. I did not tinker too much with it. I only changed the main toggle wheel. So you might wonder, how does it actually work? Okay, it's pretty simple actually. So when you are not inside of your inventory, you can grab whatever item you want from your wheel. Now I've got nothing bound now, so in order to bind something, I'll just simply have to go to my inventory and, for example, go to the Imperial Sword. Now, I've not created anything yet, so the only thing I have to do is press N. As you can see, the little bulb, or whatever you want to call it, the little circle, that's the amount of wheels, and you can circle through it as well. Now I press M. This is all like the basic vanilla willy keybinds. This is one wheel, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just for now, I'll just click 5. So in order to assign something to the wheel, simply go to whatever item you want to assign. Open your wheel with whatever key you bound to it from HG, and simply left click in the socket, and there you go. So let's say I want to put this in. Boom. 2 kinds. Let's say I put all the jewelry in one slot. I can scroll up and down to cycle through, well, whichever one I want. Let's say I want to put in food, potions if I had them. Same goes for magic, right? Slots, powers, or well, anything for that matter that you have in your inventory, you can just assign it. Hopefully that helps. As I said, it's very simple to use. Let's say I also want to wield the sword. Oh, I've already equipped it right now. Let's say I want to unequip it. Once again, right? Let's say I want to put flames in my other hand. I'm going to right click it, as you would usually put something from your inventory into your left hand, etc. Yeah? Let's say you want to have it in both. I'm just going to go and right click on this as well. So now I have it in both hands. And for unequipping it, same story. Like I said before, super easy to use. And honestly, just it makes it so much easier, and well, it really prevents the clunky gameplay of being in a fight and, oh, let me quickly go in and try change this, and while being chased by a dragon or whatever, and it really just kind of ruins the flow of combat. Well, being in a fight and being able to quickly swap between your skills, yeah. And after you've installed all of these mods, just like Mr. Skooma Dealer, you will be a happy chappy with your new UI.